There's a section actually that surprisingly took a long time to work out for me, and it's surprising because uh, at its surface level it seems like it would be quite easy to work out. We have this line where you're playing here. And then we enter this moment right here. In the context of the piece, it is so haunting, and when Jorge Morel introduces this theme in the second movement, it's the clarinet that plays this upper line, and it's just so suspended in the air. There's an air of, there's a sinister air about it. And when you finally echo it on the guitar just sounds flat, or it tends to sound flat on it. And I was trying to figure out how to do it. And suddenly it occurred to me to use a really old procedure, which is the use of portamento, the kind of thing that people like Segovia and Targa and Llobet used like more than 100 years ago, and that at this point we don't really consider all that much. And I thought that was actually the most fantastic idea. And so instead of playing it, say, like that, then what ended up happening is that I started to try this. So having that portamento there really made the section, and then from there, making sure that this stayed, and then here I would have loved to do that, but of course you get this squeak from the bass strings, so you really can't do that. And so what I did instead, just like it took the bass notes out, then slide forward in portamento mode with the upper fingers, and then back. That really did it for me. I thought that was fantastic. Jorge Morel was highly influenced by the music of George Gershwin, and so this has that sort of flair to it, but the guitar wasn't really producing it. So I thought with this it really worked. So it went from this I thought that was just fantastic. Now looking at it again, I think that's a good idea, but it can be further improved. So the first thing that I'm going to do now is, instead of playing this way, I'm going to play this way to give more weight to the bass. And so here, then here, give more weight to those notes. So right at the end, instead of just playing normally, I'm going to give more emphasis to this chord. So that becomes this now. Orchestra comes in. This is one of those beautiful things that I like about music. At no point you ever reach a state where you could say you have completed your task. As you age, with and your experiences in music increase, it almost feels like you're constantly finding new things. It's like an inexhaustible source of, perhaps if not exactly knowledge, I wouldn't call it knowledge, but maybe just wisdom, musical wisdom. And it never ends.